submitted the pictures to the mayor. The mayor asked me to print pictures for the council, which I did, of the present vehicle that we have. Within those 3 volumes there in front of you from National Fire Protection Association is all of the breakdown as how fire apparatus is to be designed and built, to include 2 chapters on reconstruction and rechassing of a vehicle. And I know in the past the mayor had asked me whether, are we governed by NFPA? No, we're not. We're not an NFPA state. We haven't adopted NFPA. But as I said before, and I'm going to give you an example of where NFPA comes in. In 1993, I was a part-time state fire instructor, and a firefighter was injured in a live fire exercise in the town of Kirkland. I was sued for $2.5 million as a fire instructor for that individual that was injured. I was represented by the state of New York and the state attorney general's office. That also cost me $5,000 out of pocket. The standard that I was judged by is in the NFPA. It's 1403, and it sets in that volume right there on top, I believe. We may not be bound by that, but if something goes wrong, we are held to that in a court of law. I put it out there. As far as the truck goes, and it's my understanding with talking to Joan, this has no effect on the 09, and it would have no effect on the 2010 budget. All we're asking for is permission to spec out a vehicle, put it out to bid in 2009, see what the bids come back. The councilors could then say either, yes, we'll do it, no, we won't. It's up to you. It'd be the same as the roof project. You could vote it down once the bids come in and say, no, we're not going to do it. We're going to move on to something else. You pay me good money to advise you as to what needs to be done within the fire department. I'm telling you, I've got a problem with a piece of equipment that's 25 years old, and we either got to re-chassis it, repair it, replace it. One of the 3. And if we decide not to, I gave a copy of a memo. I put out a memo with a copy of the last ISO rating that the city got. We drop engine 1, we lose 0.75 points. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it will take us from a class 4 to a class 5 fire rating. That's how close we are right now. If we drop to a class 5 fire rating, it is my understanding that the fire insurance rates, both residential and commercial, will increase, with the commercial side being the largest blunder. So in other words, we would, since I said in the memo, we're going to go backwards. We're going to drop a piece of equipment, provide less service, and individuals run the risk of having their fire insurance rates go up. They're going to pay more and get less.
Your estimate on the cost of this pumper, is that kind of like the basic no-frills model?
That's a fire truck, not a parade truck.
So it's a Hyundai versus a Cadillac?
Pardon?
It's a Hyundai versus a Cadillac, is that what you're saying, or
I'd say it might be closer to,
a Chevy?
yeah, a GM.
Maybe that's not good right now.
I wouldn't use
No.
that.
Bad example, but
The Detroit through.
Chief, make a motion.
Can I ask a question? Chief, yes. Chief, all right. In response to Mr. Borowski's question, I think, or statement relating to the availability of pumpers to mutual aid, for purposes of the ISO review, is equipment that is available on mutual aid counted towards the ISO rating?
No. The only thing that's counted is what's in the city property.
Is that
that's a good question, yes.
And along that line, and in my memo, I said I felt it would be unprofessional to make a statement reference to that. But
Nobody asked it, I mean, that, right.
Did anybody have a chance to check with their insurance agent what a reduction in ISO grade would do to their fire insurance? Because I just didn't have a chance. All right, Mr. Jones, I cut you off, so you have the floor now.
I'm going to make a motion that we go ahead and give them permission to get the specs in order and have the bids come in, see where we're at.
You have a second on that?
Second.
Any discussion or comment from the audience?